So now that we have the chat room showing up for us, let's actually test it. So I'm going to go to the YouTube Studio page because this is the only place that you can actually talk to your chat through the chat box for whatever reason. It's really weird. I'm going to type a message and then you can see that my message has showed up in the chat. But if you go to actually sign into chat here, you'll click this button. You'll want to open it in the web browser, and all it's going to do is I'll click it. It's just going to open up the pop-out chat here. So it's honestly a pain in the butt, and I don't know why that is, but if somebody does know why, comment down below and let me know. So if you want to talk to your chat, just do it through YouTube Studio through text, but most of you streamers are going to be using a microphone anyways, and that's not going to be necessary. So we have our chat box working now. Let's get our chat box working so our stream can see it. So we're going to go to our sources. We're going to click plus, and then we're going to scroll down to widgets, and then we're going to click on chat box and then hit add source. I'm going to click add new source instead, but if you don't have that option, that's fine. And then I'm going to call it YouTube chat box. I'm going to click add source, and we have a bunch of different settings that you can change here. We got some preview windows of what it's going to look like. I personally like the Twitch theme. They have a bunch of different themes and different settings you can do. You can also change the font settings, like the font size, the chatter, a bunch of other settings that you can go over on your own time. And lastly, you can change the width and height here if you need to change the box size. But to keep it simple, we're going to hit done. And then this is our YouTube chat box. I'm going to put it right over here. It fits perfectly and snug, but you notice that there's no messages. So let's actually go and test out some messages. So we're going to type some messages in the chat. And now that we've got a couple messages sent, you can actually see they're popping up and working in the preview, but let's confirm that. So now we have the YouTube chat so the viewers can see it. We have the chat so we can see it on the side. Once you're done making all of your changes, you can go and click the end stream button in the bottom right, and then you can go to YouTube Studio and then click end stream as well. And then you can just delete this VOD in the studio. Watch this video to the side of me. It's going to help you so much with your YouTube streaming adventures. Comment down below Spooky Gang if you made it to the end of the video. My name's Cody, and I'll see you in the next one.
How's it going, guys? I'm Theo Joe, and if you've been around the block a few times, you may have noticed on occasion that some people have the dreaded message at the bottom right of Windows that tells them that they have not activated Windows yet, or it's a non-genuine version and that they need to buy a license of Windows. But what exactly are the consequences of not activating Windows? That's what we're going to go over today, and it might be pretty interesting to you. Before we get started, as usual, I'm going to plug my Instagram account. I post hilarious jokes on there. God forbid, don't go over there if you have a heart condition. You're going to literally die from laughing so hard. I also post pretty cool tech-related stuff every once in a while, so it should be worth it. It's just at Theo Joe over on Instagram. Anyway, what exactly does happen if you refuse to activate Windows right away or just never do it? The answer is going to heavily depend on which version of Windows you're running, and we can obviously start with Windows 10 because it's the most recent version, but we can also go over Windows 8, Windows 7, even though that's going to be going away very soon, and of course for historical purposes, we can talk about Vista and XP. So first off, what exactly happens when you don't activate Windows 10? Well, the answer is really not much. And in previous versions, there was like a grace period of about 30 days, where before that, there was no issue, it would run like normal, but after 30 days, things would get a bit